and start stuffing their money under their mattresses. The two will be stumping for Harris tonight in my home state, the greatest state, Wisconsin. All right, joining us now is Fox News contributor Liz Peek. Liz, this is fascinating. Again, if you, does the old saying go that if the more you tax something, the more you get of it? No, you get less of it. We're gonna have less wealth, less jobs. And it's not taxes so much even as the regulation that we saw the report from Madison. Killing business, killing manufacturing. People can't do business here, not only because of taxes, but the massive regulation that comes from not just Kamala Harris, Bernie Sanders, but AOC and the ilk.
Who thought that the progressive wing of the Democratic Party had any good economic programs to suggest to the American people? Look at the left-wing cities. I mean, you just start with something small like New York or Chicago or San Francisco. They're a train wreck in terms of the economics. Of course, they drive out people. They drive out the people who provide the revenues and so forth. But, you know, this fascination with these progressives is kind of interesting because they represent literally 7% of American voters. And yet they have unbelievable sway, and in particular with the Democratic Party. Joe Biden did a deal with Bernie Sanders before he took office in order to get Bernie Sanders voters out to vote for him, which basically adopted Bernie Sanders' template and his platform. The reason Bernie Sanders wasn't the candidate is everybody knows that would have been a disaster. Well, guess what? Fast forward 4 years, it has been a disaster. You cannot spend your way to prosperity, Sean, and that, I think, is the biggest mistake that these people make. You can't do it.
U.S. manufacturing has been in a recession for almost 2 years. 22 of the last 23 months, manufacturing activity is contracted. We've lost 140,000 manufacturing jobs since January of last year. So they can keep talking about how bad it was under Trump, lie, and how good it was under Biden and Harris, lie. Keep talking. The voters know different.
They do know differently.
I want to get your reaction to this. I was angry tweeting on Saturday night about that. Moving on to this hot take. Larry Summers is apparently on the side of government waste.
Respectfully, I think it's idiotic. It's not a serious statement. Where are they going to cut it out? If they think, these people think it's like some business. But here's the problem. Only 15% of the federal budget is for payroll. So even if you took all the employees, every single person who works for the federal government out, you couldn't save anything like $2 trillion. Maybe what they're saying is that they plan to cut Social Security benefits. Maybe what they're saying is that they plan to scale back Medicare.
He was responding to Elon Musk last night, but he was trying his level best to get back in the good graces of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris in that interview, and it was apparent why he was never the Federal Reserve chief, because he came across like a jerk.
Well, I think that ship has sailed in terms of Larry Summers' position in the government going forward. But look, I mean, is it possible to cut $2 trillion out of a $6.75 trillion budget? I don't know, but if there's anyone on earth who is prepared to take that on in an intelligent way, it is Elon Musk. Let's remember that every CEO in the world is asked occasionally to cut their spending by 10%, all right? So almost there, you have almost $700 billion, and actually in a year or two, it'll be almost $1 trillion, right? I don't know if he can reach $2 trillion, but you know what, Dagan? We got to start somewhere, and we've got to start soon. Federal spending is now 23 to 24% of GDP. It's normally 21. It is way out of scale, and this is a big problem for the United States.
There is so much fat.
There's so much
fat.
fat.
Weight. I mean, the basics of military, roads, bridges, healthcare, education. I mean, you can talk about basics of a government, and if you actually pull the curtain back and all the wasteful programs, maybe it's not $2 trillion. But $1 trillion, $1.5 trillion, that is real.
Yep.
And again, this is money that's spent that most Americans don't know their hard-earned tax money is being spent on, and they'd be outraged on the wasteful program. So,
there was a single inmate in a California prison who claimed $550 million in the employee retention tax credit. More than $500 million.
Unbelievable. Well, illegal immigrants and money that goes there, that could save us big cash.
There's a lot of things that could be cut.
Always good to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Nice to have you. Nice to be here. Thank you.